Welcome to another live stream here on A+ SimRacing. So yesterday, RaceRoom released the Ferrari 488 GT3 Evo in the GT3R class. Previously it was only available in the DTM class. And now they've added more liveries to it. You don't have to use the DTM, you can use the regular GT3. Let's go take a look at that. And it's currently on sale right now because it's newly released. Here it is right here. And this, I think, will be the last year that Ferrari is supporting this car for customer racing. They're switching to the, it was like the 296, whatever it's called, next year. Could be mistaken. There could be like another year or two where they're still going to make and service these, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be switching to the new platform for the customer racing. So I've already got this, so it's only 29 VRP for a livery. I'm sure it was like 199 VRP for the car itself, so it was only a couple bucks, less than a couple bucks. So you can get the whole pack there, 65% off, because I already have two liveries, car and an extra livery. So I think that would usually be like $3. But for like all of the Ferrari liveries, $3, yeah, that ain't bad. It's, of course, this is a Canadian price. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 different liveries. I have that one and that one. Get a good selection from there, and you can of course test drive it before you buy it. I've already got the Ferrari in the DTM, so I know what it handles like. So I didn't need to take it for a test drive. I already knew it was going to be a challenging car, but worth it and definitely fun. So you can see in the schedule there, for the next 2 weeks, there's going to be a Ferrari race at Imola. It'll be a 20-minute race, and practice starts at 15 past the hour every hour. So there'll be 24 potential races in a day. Of course, there won't be players up at all times of the day to fill the server, so considering that it's a European-dominated player base, and they've also got the European logo there, so that will be, of course, it doesn't really matter for the time zone because it isn't at a specific set time. It's just 15 past the hour. So if you're in Newfoundland, then you know you've got to adjust for that, but everywhere else it's 15 past the hour. So we've got to wait 5 minutes. These are all the ranked races. We've got there's currently about 70-ish players in the ranked servers. Switch that off. See if we get more. There's practice servers full. 9 drivers. 8 drivers. 7. Yeah. So they're it's not as active as it used to be. Popularity seems to be slipping. Not that it was ever a really popular sim, which is a shame because I mean it's, as a motorsport simulator, it does the job well. It's very fundamentals. It doesn't have a lot of the details that you'd really want in a more modern sim, like changing track conditions. You know, you want the track to get rubbered in, so if you're doing a longer race, eventually the track gets more grippy. Fluctuating temperatures, So that if you're doing a race, you know, you start out, maybe it's cold and it gets warmer as the race goes on, or it starts out midday and it's nice and warm and it cools off as you go. There's no nighttime, which we'd all like to have, and of course no weather. But I mean, no, it's a 2013 sim on DX9, so there's only so much you can do with that. And I think it's kind of one of those catch-22s where, like, you need the popularity in order to justify the investments, and it's a small studio group of developers, so I mean, like, they can't just throw manpower at things and make it a much better, more popular sim overnight. So they're kind of stuck in the loop of trying to grow a niche simulator in a market that really isn't all that demanding in the first place. I mean, sim racing is a pretty niche hobby. There's not, compared to the number of gamers in the world, sim racing is very niche, over off in the corner somewhere out of sight. So we're really lucky to have so many good motorsport simulators, like, and of course, Automobilista and iRacing service, which I'm not a big fan of iRacing myself, but you know, I definitely understand the draw for it. If you're into online ranked racing, that's probably going to be the choice. So there's also Paul Ricard and the Formula RaceRoom X17. I put in a couple of laps for the competition. It's a hard car to manage. I mean, like, it was a lot easier before they did the revised physics on it, and they removed the onboard traction control feature. That car shouldn't have traction control, but it used to, and they removed that, as they should have. And now it's a more difficult car to manage. But when you get a lap clean and nice, it's very satisfying. It sounds amazing. It handles amazing when you're respecting it. And setup does matter too. Like, if you're not using enough aero, you're really gonna have a hard time on some tracks that are really twisty and windy. Be able to get the throttle down as much as you should. Okay, what time do we got now? 4:14. Nope, still not up yet. Any minute now. Let me just go back and make sure. Let's see. Amateur 75. Yeah, that's no problem. Not a problem. Still not up. 15 past the hour. It says 15 past the hour. Uh-huh. You have Esports 2022. Weird. Okay, well, this is the server. So now which livery should I pick? I've got two. Number 27 and number 63. So I do kind of like the orange accents of it. I'm gonna go with that one. Scuderia Baldini. So this is a fixed setup, so I'm gonna have to do some practice and adapt, because I'm used to being able to change the rear ride height, drop it down a little bit so that it's not so squirrely, especially under when you're trying to trail brake and a bit of speed through the turns. I find on the default setup it really likes to lose the rear end. Also going to put on 55 instead of 56 like I usually do. Oh, I can. Alright, so 20 minutes. 45 liters and see how that does. Yeah, so this is fixed. Usually I drop the ride height down a half a centimeter. That feels quite balanced for me. Can't do any of that here. Also adding one click on the engine braking seems to make it a little more manageable as well. Because this car seems to really like being on the throttle, and specifically does not like being off throttle. I'm surprised there aren't any other cars. Well, it is just the first day for the new schedule here, so maybe it'll be a little more busy on the weekend or next week.
Pit lane speed limit is 80 kilometers per hour.
Hopefully some other drivers will show up over the next 20 minutes. I'm not sure if they can join during qualification. There's at least 20 minutes to get the grid going here. Sounds nice though. Unfortunately, that dash is not the same dash that you'll find in the Ferrari 4888 GT3. Not the same dash they use in Assetto Corsa. Not the same dash that you'll see in pictures of the interior of, say, Alex Albon's car last year, or Liam Lawson's in the DTM. It's the same car. But the dash display looks like the same one that they have in the Corvette C7 in Race Room. So it'd be nice if they actually, put a little more attention to detail in the interior and use the actual dash that you'd see in the race car.
That's 20 minutes to go.
Alright, we got another driver. Yeah, it doesn't look bad or anything, but I mean, the point of sim racing is to try and replicate realism, right? So if you're using a real-world car, and not a fictional car, I think it should have all the same details that you can include. I suppose I should turn the virtual mirror on. It's multiplayer. Online, so I need to be able to see other cars. Oh!
Yellow flag. You're clear. Incident clear. You picked up dirt on all your tires.
Oh, did I, Jim? Did I pick up some dirt?
You're locking your fronts going into Tosa.
Oh, I can't change my engine mode. traction control a little bit. But if it's up too high, then you can't use the throttle to try and recover from some of the mishaps that may occur. You want to be able to get the power down, and sometimes that means you gotta intentionally spin the wheels to try and swing the wheel the other way and then straighten up. If your traction control is too high, then you just can't do that. I think it also develops better habits if you have less traction control, and you have to use your foot more accurately. I think less TC develops better habits.
Quickest overall.
Well, nobody set a time yet, Jim. A little bit sloppy there. Slowly trying to build up a little more
Your tires are cold, watch out.
pace through each section, but as Jim just said, my tires are cold and I just don't feel like I'm really connecting. Not quite getting the grip that I want. I can't do anything about it because it's a fixed setup. So now that I'm on a timed lap, I'm going to try and stay nice and close to the wall, not running out wide.
That lap time was 1:45.7.
Alright, alright.
Green flag sector 1. Okay, Captain Sloth. 15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes. Sector 1, yellow flag. Green flag in sector 1. Yeah, there we go. Start carrying more speed through
first chicane, and that was alright, but it ended up being a little bit slower, staying in third gear, and then I tried braking a little bit later there, and that was not good. Hey, that's my personal best lap so far. Of course, it's not quite as fast as I've done in the Corvette, but I'm still getting comfortable with the 488. It's a lot harder to manage. Really fun though. Let's see if I've got a fuel calculation. 15 laps. We got 20 minutes. And it's 1 3/4 minutes. So yeah, 15 laps should be fine.
The leader's just done a
However,
144.0.
I'm just going to leave it at 50. With my luck, there'll be like 16 laps. Want a little bit extra just in case I'm wrong. I also haven't done a whole lot of laps yet to calculate. Really nothing else I can do. Whoa, 143.9. Slow down there, Speedy. Woo! If there was enough drivers in this sim, we'd probably be in different splits. But as it is, one of the downsides of not having a big player base is you don't get a lot of different splits. Some of the specific events, like the 2.4 hours of Spa, for example, that were different splits. 2.4 hours of the Nordschleife, that kind of stuff. You get different splits. Unless you're, of course, on the Americas server, like I usually am. Then there's just bronze and plus. It's just all on one server. And some of the sim racers in the community I run with are pretty damn quick. So that kind of smashes all hopes of winning any races. I suppose the alternative is I can do more rookie races, but I mean, I don't know. I've done enough of that, and even though I'm not as good as a lot of the other drivers that you find in the other servers, I'd rather go for the track and car combos that you see in the featured races. I also don't like the short race formats. I like longer races. Like 15 minutes is alright if you just want to drop in and get some action. You don't really care about having a practice session, setup or anything like that. You just get in and go for a short race. I don't know, I like the 1 hour races. Or like 2 half-hour races or something like that, you know. We'll reverse grid in the second one. Reverse top 10. Depending how many drivers there are.
Okay, Captain Sloth, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
We got Cobos here in the DTM Ferrari. Alex Albon's AlphaTauri from last year. We got Spurgeon also in an Albon AlphaTauri, the DTM 21. Langsden in a Ferrari GT3. That looks like the livery for one of the AF Corsa. Scuderia Ferrari. Ferrari right up there. Or is that something else I can't see? Too blurry. There's me. Oh, we're falling down towards the bottom. That's usually the way. That's the best lap I've done in this car, too.
Exit's clear. Push. Clear of the incident. Green flag. Your brakes are cold. Be careful.
Try and get faster in the hairpin. Oh, that's out of bounds. Oop.
Yellow flag. Your tyre temps are good. Green flag. You're clear.
Alright, let's take a nice wide line, try and get some extra speed before we cross the line.
E4. Okay, Captain Slop. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left.
And if I had my traction control on full, I wouldn't have been able to save that.
Front tyres are cold. Your brake temperatures are okay. Consider the sector 2. Yellow flag.
Gotta get better at
These
that.
track limits. Blue flag. Right side. Clear right. The leader has just done a 143.4.
Not too much curb on the inside there. Yeah, that was bad.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. The leader has just done a 1:43.2. That's your quickest lap. You're currently 1.9 seconds off the pace. That lap was a 1:45.1.
Getting a little bit too aggressive through the chicane there. I fell behind just a little bit. Yeah, too much slip there. Yeah, I'm just pushing a little bit beyond what I'm capable of controlling.
Yellow flag, stay sharp. Green flag, all clear.
If you send it too hard, you'll end up hitting the wall and spinning around. I've done that, and I would like to avoid it, especially in the ranked online race. Doesn't matter so much if it's just a fun race that doesn't count for anything, but not that I really care about rank. I'm only like 1550 or something, so nothing to write home about. But my reputation or safety rating, whatever, is like 91.
That's the end of the session, P4.
Had it up to 92. So a little bit behind. I was in front. My absolute best lap in the Corvette was 1:44.5, I think. Well, I know
Yellow
I can, in theory, do it. Let's see, I'll give myself enough for 3 laps. Start out with a nice and wide line so I can get a little bit of extra distance and get some more speed. Probably like 1 kilometer an hour, but oh, I just buggered that up. Alright, so this is a warm-up lap. This is a nothing lap. That's better.
left side tyres are cold.
Can't do anything about that, Jim. That better too. That felt a bit awkward. That was a little bit too aggressive. Holy crap. Almost lost it there.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Just done at 144.90.
Bang. Nope. Sent it too hard. I mean, that's the best lap I've ever done in this car on this track, so I can't complain about that. All right. All right, I'll do 17 laps just in case it goes a little I'm expecting, or the leader is extra fast and squeezes in an extra lap just Fox is about to strike zero. Things like this have happened. One's in the wall there. Almost going again. Go to chase cam. Start his lap. Faraday. Down towards Aqua Minerale. So let's check out Miette. Why is that car so much quieter? Damn, they just send it through the chicane like so much faster than I do. Really nailing those curves, damn.
Checkered flags out, B6.
All right. Double check that I got enough fuel. Yeah, 17 laps should be enough. Should be more than enough. I think it's going to be 15. Might end up being 16, but I'd just rather be cautious. Right. And just starting to get a little sweaty, so I'm going to put on my gloves here.
20 minutes.
Alright.
Alright, Captain Sloth. Let's get this right. No fuck-ups. Go, go, go! Left side. Still there. He's still there. Clear left. Car left. He's still there. Clear left. Don't pick up on the right side tyres. Start's okay. Let's get stuck in.
Ah, shit. Of course that would fucking happen.
You've had quite a lot of aero damage. You might need to come in and get it fixed. Green flag.
So, turn 1, I was braking at an appropriate point because there's drivers in front. It's lap 1. I got punted. That makes me start worrying that I'm going to get punted again, so I try and brake later, and of course that happens.
Hopping your front into Tosa.
This is why I usually stay away from the online racing unless it's with a private community, because there's just no standards. If you can't trust the drivers you're on track with, of course you're going to be a little bit more apprehensive. Like, I wanted to brake earlier, but I was worried that I was going to get punted again, so thank you. Well, shrug it off and move on.
You're last.
Thanks, Jim. I was just trying to shrug it off and move on. You had to mention that. Like it's obvious. Jim's a bit of an asshole. He'll start trash talking if you're consistently bad. Another problem I'm going to have is I don't know which car it was that punted me. So as soon as I get in front of another car, I'm going to get nervous again and say, can I trust this driver? Are they going to brake on time?
Last lap was at 1:45.80. On your right. Clear right. Well done, Captain Sloth. Nice move, mate. E9. Car left. Clear left.
Shit.
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 9.3 seconds. Remaining, 15 minutes to go. The gap to Nanfi behind is increasing. It's now 1.6. Your front tyres are cold. Fastest lap for Huntsy, 1:42.26.
Jesus, that's fast. .42.6. That was a terrible lap. Jeez. Get it together, man. Nope. No. But on the throttle a little bit too early. Let's try and get a better lap now. Well, as Jim did say, I have some wing damage, aero damage. I just don't know whether it's front or rear.
To Nanfi behind is increasing. It's now 8.2 seconds. The gap in front is now 9.2 seconds.
Well, I'm not really closing that gap. It's been consistently 9 seconds.
Your lap time was at 1:45.33. Good lap. That's your quickest so far.
Whoops.
To go, that's 10 minutes left. Alright, Captain Sloth, halfway home. We've got plenty of fuel. You cut the track. Keep it nice and tidy.
Already got 10 incident points. Let's see if I can get through this without having any more.
Front is now 8.7 seconds.
I'm a bit too deep into that. Still not getting that hairpin as good as it could be. I know I can improve. I just gotta find the right line, right braking point, right throttle point. Stitch it all together.
Attention to track limits. Please, Captain Sloth. You need to slow down a bit if you don't want a penalty. Using all the curb. Probably wasn't very good, but I've heard somewhere that you're supposed to try and use all the track, so that's what I did. Wasn't at all a mistake. laps now, 6.1. Green flag in sector 1. That lap time was 1:45.02. That's 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes. You've used half your fuel.
So I grossly overfueled then.
Track limits.
Oops.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Okay, Captain Sloth. Gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Whoa, there's someone close behind me. Can't make any mistakes.
Robots behind is now 2.5. Track limits, watch those lines.
We're trying to close the gap to the car in front, and now there's a car behind. I keep on making these mistakes. The wrong car is getting closer.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go. That's a new fastest lap for Quincy, 1:42.20. Okay, Captain Slow, watch the track limits please. Watch those track limits.
Ooh. I lost any advantage I had.
Last lap. Car right. Hold your line. Clear right. Car right. Clear right.
Oh,
Yellow flag.
yes.
Clear. Back to green flag.
Sorry about your luck, but oh, that was good job defending on my part.
Sector 1 is now green.
We have an ample amount of space. I just made sure that I stuck it as long as I could on the inside. I thought he was going to outbrake me and take the outside, but then he pulled back. I'm like, all right, I'm going to stick as close to the inside as I can and give him all the room. And it just didn't go his way. They may have gotten nervous and thought, oh, we're going to collide with each other, I should back out. But really, they were in a position where if they would have started advancing and like owned the corner, I was ready to back out because I saw on the radar that technically they were in front, but I had the inside. But again, that comes down to trusting your opponent in sim racing online, and because this is a public ranked race, as you saw earlier, there was reason not to trust drivers that you don't know. I got punted in the first lap, and then I made my own mistake.
P8, and there's the finish. Good result, mate. Well done.
So, I lost 2 positions. But considering how bad my start was, I think I made up some good ground. So not as good as it could have been, but I mean, it definitely could have been worse as well. Yeah, my front arrow was a little bit dinged up. Qualifying at P6 with a 144.8. 145, almost flat as my race pace, best lap, so that's alright. That's better than I did on the leaderboard. So 144.8 is now my personal best lap in the Ferrari. Of course, that's only with 10 liters of fuel, and I'm still a little bit slower with this car than I was in the Corvette on the leaderboard. Alright, so what I get in practice, a 145 flat, and race was a little tiny bit quicker. Qualifying was about 0.2, almost 0.2 quicker. So considering the amount of fuel difference, I think I should have been a tiny bit faster than that. I could have done a little bit better. But still, I'm happy with that. What time is it now? So there's going to be another one in a few minutes. We got time to go and check out the replay. See what happened. Did I actually brake too soon on turn 1? Because I'm pretty sure that was an appropriate spot to brake. It was like, considering that it was lap 1 of a race, the tires are cold, the brakes are cold, they got more fuel than what we may have had in qualifying or practice. And because there's cars in front of me, I have to brake earlier than I think I can, also considering the tire temps and all that. So I thought I was braking at an appropriately early point. And it's not like I started slamming the brakes. I was on 75%, because because I was trying to gauge when the cars in front were gonna start slowing down, and I didn't want to like collide with anybody. So I think the car behind should have been like, oh yeah, there's so many cars in front, I'm gonna brake a little bit earlier, tires are cold, I'm gonna brake earlier. Fast forward a little bit. Right, I'm gonna go with chase camera. See when my brake lights come on, if it was too early. And then I get punted there. Okay, so let's rewind a little bit. So usually I would brake after the orange paint on the side where the concrete patch is. That's about where the average braking point is. If you're really good on brakes, you can brake a little bit later. If you're not so good on brakes, you're going to brake a little bit earlier. You've got to consider that I've got two cars directly in front of me, plus another car in front of them that may take the outside line as well. So there's possibly three cars in front of me that I have to consider. So I have to brake that much earlier, plus the tires are cold. Let's see, I go into the grass a little bit, and then I wanted to come back onto the road surface before I start braking. That was my mistake there. You can see I come back on. Don't want to brake when you're in the grass, so there we go. So this is where I usually start braking when I'm in not so close together, like if I'm just lapping on my own in a race, I've got fuel, tires are at temperature, I'll brake around here. If I'm hot lapping, I might start braking around there when you're past that. Okay, so where do my brake lights come on? Okay, so I'm just barely out of the grass. You can see there, yeah, so I'm on the track. I just barely got out of the grass. I think this tire down here, it's hard to see, but I think that's technically on the track. So I'm just not on the grass anymore, so I start braking. See right there. So no one in front has started braking yet, but I'm anticipating that they might. Because the first car is already past that point. They might want to try and brake a little bit deeper because they don't want to get run into. This car might brake in line with the orange, and then this car is going to have to brake early as well. So let's see. So they're like, yeah, they're braking there. So I did brake a little bit early. I think this should have been my cue early, maybe where stewards are. So pretty much just behind where this car is now. Or maybe a little bit earlier because they started braking there, and if I didn't start braking at least at that sign, I would have gotten way too close for comfort. And there I get run into from behind. So let's have a look. Where do they start braking? They're coming up to the line, getting ready to brake. They can see I've gone off, so they know I have to wait until I get back on to start braking. They started braking? No, they haven't started braking yet. So maybe I did start braking a little bit early. But considering there's 4 cars in front of them, I think maybe they should have chose to also brake a little bit before. Because if, yeah, I braked a little bit early too. So just before the 200 board, I should have waited until I was just a little bit past there so that they can probably brake around there as well. Yeah, so they were starting to brake after the 200 board. Considering they're the 5th car back, I don't know, I think maybe it's a little bit of both. I should have braked a little bit later, they should have braked a little bit sooner. Okay, so moving on. not the end of the world though. I'll keep it under control. I come back on. Didn't lose any position. But then I get too nervous. I don't know where he is, if he's gonna make a move or not. So I carried too much speed into there. Looks like that driver did as well. So yeah, I went around because I wasn't sure if they were going to try and do another move again. So usually I'd start braking there. Yeah, so just as I come in line with here, I usually start getting ready to brake and I start turning in at the 50, so I want to downshift to fourth and then be able to get on lightly on the throttle just to drive through the corner, and I didn't. And that's what happened. I just carried too much speed through there, didn't downshift, wasn't on the brakes, car wasn't balanced. I was too nervous because I didn't trust the driver behind. And that'll happen. Alright, let's go back in and see if there's another one. $15 past. I don't understand. $15 past the hour when practice starts. A lot at a specific time, so it should be constantly rotating every hour, right? Oh, it's not up. That's weird. Don't understand why they would advertise it as 15 past the hour when practice starts. It's now 5:20. Like, is it every other hour and they just forgot to put that or something? Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess I could just go into... Oh, that's competition. No Ferrari competition. Nope. Single player leaderboard challenge. So let's go there and see if I can improve on my lap time. I tried doing one earlier and it was progressively getting a bit quicker. Still behind my Corvette time. 144.6, I think. And my best lap in the Ferrari so far was the qualifying session I just did at 144.8. Okay. So all I did for that was use the brake bias. Usually I like lowering the rear end. I find it helps me get a little bit more control, but that was a fixed setup and I was fine with that. The only thing I could do was adjust the fuel and the brakes. Still, I'm gonna split the difference. Instead of going down 5 clicks, I'll just go down 2. Because in this, I can't change the fuel. Okay, so I got a 145.6 earlier. I should be able to easily beat that. I just did in the race. Suppose I don't need the mirror on. Make sure, there we go. Still feel so slow through the hairpin. I gotta get better at that. Ooh, that was like sideways there. Twice in the lap I was going a little bit sideways. Too much slip angle.
You've just done a 144.00.
Alright. Where is... there we go. I'm happy with that. Is there a replay? Oh, there's no replay. Turn to garage. Leaderboard. So I'm now smack in the middle, usually where I am. The 143.9. Crew chief lied. He said it was a 144.0, and I was happy with that, but it's actually a 143.961. Alright, so I am extra happy with that. Let's take a look at that. My coffee is cold. Sitting for longer than this session, so still gonna drink it though. Gonna waste coffee. Alright, so let's go to the TV cam here and take a look at that. I'm gonna spin up a little thing here. It keeps changing the camera angle just like a second too early. The audio file in me is a little bit frustrated with that because it's just about to hit like the peak engine note. Like there, it was almost perfect, but it cut just a little bit too soon. Let's see if action cam is better. Oh yeah, that's better. A little bit of victory burnouts for my personal best lap. Not only did I beat my Corvette time, I got down into the 143s. Just barely. Oh, what's going on there? Screen freeze. A little bit of slip angle there. Oh, I missed the apex on the final turn there. Not too bad though. Personal best. Can't complain about that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Should have been up, but it's not. Maybe it's every other hour. Practice server. Oh no, it's long practice, and then maybe that's a community that's going to be doing a race in like, what's that, 5 hours? Orange life. Okay, so let's get rid of empty closed sessions. rookie server. Oh, that's the America's rookie server too. Seems pretty popular. But I'm in the mood for more Ferrari. I was about to say Porsche. More Ferrari action. Porsche was on my mind because I was considering doing the GTE at Macau, but I really suck at the hairpin at Macau. Get stuck there like, I don't know, 3 out of 4 times. Well, not that many, maybe 1 out of 4 times. It's still pretty bad. So, what else can I do? Something that's fun. I'll do maybe like 1v1 at the Nordschleife. And Nordschleife. Yeah, classic. I will pick one Ferrari opponent. Now, which one? Yeah, of course. Yeah. That. Scuderia Corsa. That's the other car that I have. So I'll race the 2 cars that I have, the 2 liveries that I have. 1v1. 103 is good for level for me. Put it 1 click higher. Go for a morning race. Yeah, all that bullshit on. Qualifying off. 1 lap. Reposition, I'll start 2. And you know, I'm gonna turn off this stuff. This is just a 1 lapper. Don't want to have to calculate fuel and tires and all that, so yeah, it's 1 lap, 1v1, Ferrari versus Ferrari at AI level 104. Anything else I have to? Laps. Flag rule. Stop. Okay. I'm going to get up and have a quick stretch while this loads. So I will be back. There we go. Let's load it up here. Gonna do a 1v1 one lap at the Nordschleife. Ferrari versus Ferrari. See how this goes. So the AI I set at level 104, which should be competitive for me. The series I'm doing right now is at 103, and aside from Daytona, where I dominated on the road course, probably because I've just put a lot more mileage on that circuit than I have at someplace like Bathurst or Suzuka, where I was getting like E10 in the practice and qualifying sessions at 103. So 1v1 at 104 should be competitive, but out of all the circuits in Race Room, I think I put a lot of miles on the Nordschleife. It's one of the first tracks that I fell in love with when I got into sim racing, and of course I knew it from watching motorsports here and there.
1 laps.
1 laps.
Watch for the lights. Green, green, green.
Oh, terrible start. I got bogged down. Whoa. First time taking the Ferrari on the Nordschleife. Oh jeez, oh jeez. It's a lot harder to handle than a Corvette. Oh, and Imola is a very easy circuit by comparison. Oh crap. What was I thinking? Oh man. Okay, I'm just gonna do a little brake tap here. Whew. Oh yeah.
The gap ahead is now 2.8 seconds.
Oh jeez. Oh man. This is one hard to handle, especially because I'm used to the Corvette C7. It's like so well balanced and easy to manage. Oh!
Got dirt pick up on your right side tyres.
Oh jeez, I just can't do the same things in this that I can do in the other car. Whoa!
The gap in front has increased to 7.9 seconds.
Whoop, missed the entry. Didn't turn in soon enough. I completely missed the dip there in the carousel. Oh, damn.
Yellow flag, green flag, you're clear of the incident.
Oh, keep it flat, keep it flat. Whoa. No! Just carried too much speed through there. I got that all wrong. And the other Ferrari's like all the way down there. Too many mistakes. The AI 104 was definitely too high for this. Should have practiced first, but I just wanted to jump into some quick action.
Seconds.
Whoop!
Right, stay sharp. Incident clear, green flag.
Pathetic.
Well done, Captain Sloth. Great drive. That's a podium.
Jim, you idiot. You're a knob, Jim. Alright, so that Ferrari got the same lap time as the Pagani Zonda R, real world record. Of course, that's a standing start, not a flying lap. So that was horrible. Let's try and do a leaderboard challenge time. There it is. Just have to be careful not to lose the rear, which is so easy to do in this car. I mean, if you're more familiar with driving mid-rear engine cars, then it'll be a more familiar balance. But I'm used to the Corvette C7 or like the Mercedes AMG or the front engine or front mid. It's the engine's behind the front axle, but it's still in front of the driver's seat. You can brake really heavy and you can trail brake, and the rear isn't going to get flung around. That's the problem that I find I've been having with the Ferrari 488 because it's the mid-rear engine, and trying to brake and trail braking into the turn, it was the balance off. So I got to try and do most of my braking before the turn and start getting on the throttle a bit earlier. I won't bring up the front end, I'll just bring down the rear 2 clicks. And that's it. You can turn off the mirror. Whoa. Oh, damn.
Watch the track limits. Please, Captain Sloth.
Oh, that was a terrible start. Woo! Cursed. Oop.
Track limits. They'll delete this lap.
That's better. We've been pushing a little bit too hard there. No! Oh, I can't believe it's still valid. A little bit rough on the inside curve there, but made it through. The throttle too much. That was messy. No! Oh, damn.
Watch these track limits.
Oh,
Please
man,
captain
that's
slot.
disappointing. So far into the lap. Ooh, I almost lost it again. Suck at this part. Or hit, miss, hit, or whatever it is, miss, hit, miss. I was just like miss, miss, miss. A little bit of grass. Let's go. No! Damn! Going a little bit too hard there in the carousel. Oop. There goes another $500,000. Whoops. He's spitting, that's alright. Woohoo! A little bit slower than I would have liked, but made it a little more exciting by hitting them curbs a little more aggressively. Ooh, that was fun. Oh, trying to get the power down and just couldn't recover. Whoops. Alright, let's try and have a clean lap here. Settle down, settle down. Let's try and be more in control. Much fun as it is to go faster than you think you can do and get a little bit of slip angle. I didn't want to actually get a clean lap time. As I was saying, but that turn isn't really that big of a deal. It's pretty level. It's safe to push it on. I could have gone with throttle so much earlier there. Damn. This is such a long section where it's just flat out. Probably cost me a lot of time. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, man. Oh, man. Whew. There we go. Oops. Oh, get over there, yes, okay. Oh. No, 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 oh man. Oh, if I had traction control one stage higher, I wouldn't have been able to do that. Okay, I suck at this part here. Alright. Probably lost time through the turn, but I wanted to make sure I had a good exit, at least the best that I could. And I always struggle with that particular turn. It's so important because you got this long, flat out straight here. No, 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 no! Come on, no! Oh! Oh, what bullshit is that? There's not even an option for a replay. Oh man, that's annoying. I'll watch the replay of that, but I don't want to. Okay, so that's it. I don't even know if I set a time. I don't think I did. Otherwise there'd be a separate file that says all-time best. Let that load for a minute. Pretty big track, so it'll probably take a minute. definitely come back and tackle that another time. I don't feel like doing it again here on live stream. I want to watch the replay and then call it a day. Now, minutes is empty, so I want to go back to like 12. 7, so 13. Okay, there's the start of my lap. It's a nice looking car though. I'm glad they have it in Race Room. And not just the DTM ones, because I mean, like, yeah, they're nice. It's nice to have the car, and like, you know, DTM's a good series and all that. But it's nice to have a bigger selection of liveries than just Red Bull or Red Bull Light. Not that I have any problem with Red Bull. You know, I like them as a racing conglomerate group. They do a lot of good stuff. You know, they get juniors involved. They saved the Österreich ring from disrepair, even without KTM's help, because they backed out. And like, all right, we have the we'll name it after us then instead of something else. And they got all kinds of stuff, like they do the funny soapbox races. That's always enjoyable to watch. They sponsor like other extreme sports, like the wingsuit skydiving and kind of stuff like that. Mountain biking. But yeah, I like Red Bull as a racing franchise conglomerate group or whatever, but it's nice to have other options for liveries. So with the recent addition of Ferrari, I'm hoping that Race Room will continue adding more current generation cars, you know, updating the prototypes, maybe add an LMP3 class, that'd be great. And also with, like, you know, they got the what is now, I guess, classic LMP2 and LMP1. They've got some free Race Room brand versions, as well as the actual cars like the Audi and the Radical. It would be nice if they brought in an LMP3 class with a Race Room brand car, as well as like the Ligier or something else. And I would like to see them update the Aquila CR1, and maybe not like update it, but like make a clone of it with one of the other engine options, like the LS7. That'd be nice. Then you get the entry level as well as the highest level Aquila CR1. Because I mean, I like them. They're fun to drive, but it just feels like they could do a lot more if they had more power behind them. What else would be nice? Let's see. Race Room's already got the license to use Corvette, so it'd be nice to see them update that and get the C8R in the game, because that's a really nice one. What else is there? They've got licensing for a lot of the VW group cars, Porsche, Audi, Volkswagen. Oh, you can see I had a little slip there. So it'd be nice at some point to see them add Lamborghini, because that's also a Volkswagen Group owned car. but I mean, like, having the Audi R8, especially the Evo, it's pretty much the same as the Lamborghini Aventador. No, it's not the Aventador, the Huracan. Because it's the same chassis, same engine. It's just different appearance and maybe a little bit different tweaking in some of the, like the suspension, brakes. Well, maybe there's something different to make the engine note different. That could just be like a different exhaust. I don't know. I'm not a gearhead or a tech head, so I don't know the subtleties of it. But I mean, essentially, you could drive the Audi R8 Evo and get like similar experience, but it's not actually a Lambo. And plus, like, you get all the different liveries that come with the actual car, so it'd be nice to see that added. And since they do have the Ferrari, the 488 GT3, it'd be nice to see them also modify it for the GTE, so that the lonely Porsche RSR has some company. So between, if they did that and gave us an LMP3 or updated the LMP2, then we could have like some better endurance racing stuff. That was a little bit slidey. Whew. Yeah, this car is definitely fun to drive. It's a handful. You really got to focus a lot more and stick to it. And I find like I need to brake a little bit earlier and bleed off the brakes more before I do turn in and apply throttle a little bit earlier than I think I normally would, but also just like barely enough. I'm not trying to speed through the corner. I'm just trying to continue driving the car because it seems to like wanting to be on throttle, and I can't seem to manage it off throttle and trail braking the same way I would with the Corvette. So it's taking a little bit of practice to adapt to it, but it's definitely a lot of fun. Here we go up to the end of the lap. I was really confident. It was all good. Barely kept it in there. And didn't. Let me rewind that and see how far off track limits that was. There we go, and yeah, it was just my front wheel right here was just barely across the line. Too far up on the curb. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh well. So close to the end there, and I blew it just like that. Oh well. So I'm not gonna waste any more time trying to set a lap. I'll do that on another time when I'm not live. Oh, it's 6:21. Let's see if there is another server live. Be 5 minutes into the practice session. We got that, then I'll another race. If not, I'll sign off. Imola, there we go. There we go. Get back into multiplayer action. And this time, hopefully, I'll not spin around and I'll not get too concerned about the car behind. And I don't know. You got to put trust in the other players, and they're not going to punch you. And I tried braking a little bit too early because it was turn 1, lap 1, cars in front, cold tires. I wasn't sure where they were going to brake. I braked too soon, the car in front braked too late. Alright, so I'm going to keep 50 liters of 5. No, I think all I can do, really. Everything else is... Okay, no engine mode. Traction control level 2.
The pit exit's clear. You need to get some heat into these brakes.
That was a little bit squirrely.
Blue flag. Incident in sector 1.
Going around, okay, I'll keep going.
Green flag, sector 1.
Woo, yeah. This car is a lot of fun to drive. It's a little bit challenging if you want to drive it well. Which I have yet to figure out.
Okay, Captain Sloth, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
Turn, turn, turn! Woo! That was close. Damn.
Yellow flag.
Okay.
You've had a lot of air damage there, mate. The bodywork looks pretty fucked.
Alright. Trying to do better.
The leader's just done a 143.83. The incident's clear, green flag. The pit exit is clear, push now. Sector 2 is now yellow. White flag, mate, yellow flag. Sector 2 is now green. Car left, clear left. Green flag, you're clear. Incident in Sector 2, yellow flag. Yellow flag, we think P2 has gone off in Aqua Minerale. Sector 2 is green.
Damn.
Green flag, incident clear. All your tyres have dirt. Go. Your brake temperatures are fine. Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow.
Huh?
Yellow flag.
That's not good.
Incident clear. Green flag. We're seeing front locking going into Acqua Minerale. We've got cold tyres, we need to get some heat into them. Okay, Captain Sloth, 10 minutes to go, that's 10 minutes left.
Alright, let's try and put in a good lap here. Oops.
You're a tenth off the pace in Sector 1.
That was terrible.
Sector 2 is 1.2 seconds off the pace. You've got cold front tyres. That's your best lap in this session. You're now 1.5 seconds off the pace. The car in front has just posted a 144.57. You're a tenth off the pace in Sector 1.
Oops.
sector 2. Sector 2 is 1.2 off the pace. Yellow flag. Incident clear. Green flag. Okay, Captain Sloth, you need to watch the track limits. E4. Yellow flag, sector 2. Yellow flag.
What I did there.
Five minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
Bending it. I knew I bend it. There's 3 of us with the same livery. A couple of Red Bulls, an Alpha Tauri, 2 Alpha Tauris. The 3 Red Bulls. 3 Alpha Tauri? Oh, okay, we've cycled back. Or have we? 1, 2 Red Bulls. Okay, yeah, we cycled back. 2 Alpha Tauri. 3 Alpha Tauris. For some reason their engine sounds a little bit quieter. Or maybe it was the other car sounded a little bit louder. Maybe it's just in my head. I don't know. Ooh, sliding. Big sand.
Checker flags out, 6th place.
So I don't know what the drivers behind are going to be able to do. It looked like this driver here was a little bit quick. We get some of this fuel down here. Right.
Yellow flag.
Let's go. Ooh, hitting that sausage curb's a little bit rough there.
You've just done a 144.30. Okay, Captain Slot, with 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Sector 2 time is okay. Your front tyres are cold.
Come on, let's go. Not quite.
That lap was a 1:44.00. Sector 3 time is quick.
I'm pretty sure someone will push me down the order, but that's pretty much the best that I got. I was pushing. Oh, I got 3 minutes. All right, I'm gonna get up and have a stretch.
To go, 2 minutes.
Right. 46 seconds left. Qualifying. Get into another race here. Up. Yeah, I was overfueled last time, so this is fine.
Checkered flag, P6.
Right in the middle, same as last time. Excuse me. Water here. Alright, now this time I'm going to try and not break quite so early. Past the 200 board, probably around the sign that's in the grass on the right.
"20 minutes.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, Captain Sloth, get ready. Green, green, green. On your left. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left.
Let's see.
Left side. Still there. Sector one is yellow. Clear left. Yellow flag. Seen a little bit of suspension damage. Sector 1 is green. Shit start. Don't panic. We can salvage this.
Why do I always do that? I don't even know how I started turning around that time. Really disappointed in myself there. What can you do?
Right side's clear. Sector 2 is yellow. Green flag.
Oops. That's too much curve.
Okay, Captain Sloth, we've just cut the track. You'll need to slow down to give back the time gained. The leader has just done a 143.25. session. Car right side's clear. Cold tyres all round. The gap in front is now 1.1. Minutes left, that's 15 minutes. Come on, stay focused. Apexes and exits, apexes and exits. E9, that's your quickest lap in this session. Fastest lap for Unfightland, 142.82. Captain Sloth gaining on this car. The gap is 0.50. Flag. Incident clear, green flag.
I wasn't sure which way I should go on that car. I didn't know if they were moving or not, so I just slowed right down. We're already back on track. Oh, come on! No!
Your front tyres are cold. New fastest lap for Unfightland, 142.62. The incident's clear. Green flag. Green flag, sector 2.
Damn.
right. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Right side's clear. E10. Good move, mate. You've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go. Nice and smooth with that throttle. Keep it balanced. You're halfway home. Your fuel is fine. You're gaining on this car. The gap is 2.4 seconds. They're slower than us into Tamburello. The gap to King behind is now 2.2.
So I think last lap I just hit the curb wrong going into the chicane, and that's what sent my car into a spin there. I felt they're trying to pull that way a little bit too.
The lap time was 1:44.88.
Oh, come on! What the hell?
Bodywork's in pretty bad shape. We
What
might
the
need to fix
frick
that.
did I do that wrong there? Like, I
Sector
wasn't
one is
even
green.
pushing.
All your tyres are dirty.
Such bullshit. Well, it's 2 in a row. They're just like, I had the potential to do something with it, and then just, no, I threw it away because I can't handle a fucking car.
The gap to King ahead is increasing. It's now 10 seconds. The stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep
Yeah,
it between
shut
the white
up,
lines.
Jim. I'm sick of your shit at this point.
That's last.
Thanks, Jim. I was already painfully aware of that.
Sector 1 is 0.47 off the pace.
Yeah, because the pace setter is doing like a 142 or 143 lap time.
Fastest lap for Van Feitland, 142.61.
Yeah, see, there you go. Like, yeah, I can't do that. Jim here is just rubbing salt in the wound, like, Come on, the race leader's being fast. What's going on? Come on, sloth. Man, this Jim hasn't started swearing at me yet. I do that sometimes. I make too many mistakes.
Lap time was at 1:44.94. Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace. Five minutes remaining, 5 minutes left. The guy in front had a lot of incidents, give him a wide berth. Alright, Captain Slot,
And so have I, Jim.
in. The gap is 4.6. That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel. Yellow flag sector 2.
I've used half my fuel and there's only 5 minutes left? Damn, I really overfueled.
Green flag in sector 2. Sector 1 is yellow.
Damn.
We've been warned about track limits.
Yes, we have, Jim.
Sector 1 is clear. Still there. He's still there. He's still there. Hold your line. Clear right. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Well done, Captain Sloth. Great move. Keep it up. Position. Sector 3 is 1.8 seconds off the pace. in slot. 10 minutes of fuel remaining. One more lap to go. Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
No, can't squeeze by.
P10, there's the finish. Good drive. Clear right.
Well, I really blew that one. So based on pace, I definitely wouldn't have been able to hold the position I started with anyway. I would have been one position ahead. But I mean, I don't know, maybe I could have tried defending or something. I just made too many mistakes. Once again, lap one mistake comes to bite me in the ass. I made like, what, 2 more huge idiot mistakes throughout the race. Still fun though, ripping around a track like Imola with these Ferraris. Oh, these things are like pretty wild. Really easy to lose the rear on them. I think I'm starting to get used to it, but it's definitely going to take a lot more hours of practice before I think I'm like comfortable with the Ferrari 488 as I am with a few of the other cars, like the Corvette C7, for example. It's just about mileage and getting to know it, and like, I don't know, the Corvette seems like it's a lot more balanced. It's not in any kind of like aggressive rake or anything like that. The Ferrari seems to be like it's a little more pointy. It likes to be on the throttle as opposed to like trail braking and coasting. So a couple of differences between the setup. 2 different kinds of cars, the front engine, mid-engine, whatever. Different balance. But yeah, I don't know, ripping around a Ferrari in Race Room, definitely fun. So if you haven't picked one up yet, they're pretty cheap in the store right now. I got 2 liveries for what, like 200 and something VRP, so it's really just a couple of bucks. Where you can get all the liveries for like less than $3. That's not bad. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off. I'm a little bit hungry and it's starting to get a little bit warm in here. So I would have liked to have gotten better results in my first couple of races in the Ferrari, but whatever. It's going to take some time to get used to it. But it was fun, and that's the main point of it. Got to check out how it handles, how it sounds. It's exactly the same as the Ferrari 488 in the DTM 21. Exactly the same FIA GT3 spec, just different liveries. So yeah, I mean, I like it. It would have been nice if they got the dash panel, the information display to be a little more accurate to the actual car. Feels like it's kind of a copy of some of the other ones they have in Race Room already. But I mean, as far as like how it sounds, how it feels. Like it's pretty convincing. Not the best Ferrari 488 in sim racing. I think that's probably going to go to Assetto Corsa, either Competizione or even the original. There's just a lot more detail in the interior, and it feels a little more lively, I think. But I mean, RaceRoom does a really good job of capturing that. Like the rear end is really lively. You've got to be careful on how you drive the car, especially like under braking and going into the turn. I was saying earlier, it's really easy to lose the rear end, but it's fun to drive. It sounds great. I had a good time, even though I did not get the results on track that I wanted. And I'm going to go back to the leaderboard challenge and try and get a clean lap at Nordschleife some other time, and see how that compares to my time with the Corvette C7. I'm just slowly starting to get caught up. My lap time at Imola was about on par, and I think I creeped just a little bit ahead with the Ferrari than my lap time with the Corvette. So that's a good sign. It means I'm getting comfortable with the car. Anyway, I can hear my roommate's dog howling. She's alone downstairs. Roommate must have slipped out. So I'm going to go get something to eat, hang out with the dog, and I'm going to sign off. So hope you enjoyed that. I did. And I'll see you next time. And take care until then. Bye-bye.